What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best loaf pans. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Starting at number 5, we have the Chicago Metallic Commercial 2 Traditional Uncoated Loaf Pan. If you're looking for a professional-grade metal loaf pan, the Chicago Metallic Commercial 2 earned our best overall placement based on both expert recommendations and first-person testing. The size of this loaf pan is perfect for baking babka, banana bread, or a sandwich-worthy sourdough loaf. Made of aluminized steel, this pan features a reinforced rim and folded corners that help to prevent the warping that may happen with lighter pans. Chicago Metallic's uncoated loaf pans are workhorses for us, says Clemens Gossett, owner of the Gourmandise Cooking School in Santa Monica, California. The narrow base allows for more vertical expansion, allowing for a taller loaf. I prefer metal to ceramic for a more golden, even crust on our yeasted and quick breads. Moving on at number 4, we have the Great Jones Breadwinner. If you haven't been introduced to Great Jones' line of brightly colored and thoughtfully designed kitchenware, it's time to change that. The brand offers a boldly colored loaf pan made of aluminized steel and finished with a colorful ceramic nonstick coating that performed well in testing. Besides looking phenomenal in your kitchen, the pan is scratch resistant for when it takes a little extra effort to get an especially sticky loaf out of the pan. Both banana bread and vanilla pound cake turned out beautifully in the Breadwinner. They were evenly cooked and browned, and perfectly moist, but were a bit more domed than the cakes baked in the other loaf pans, giving them a rustic, loaf cake charm. At number 3, we have the Heston Provisions OvenBond Tri-ply 1-pound loaf pan. Not only did this bake up a great casserole and not too browned loaves, but the design is also outstanding. The extra-wide side handles make it easy to get the pan in and out of the oven, and the shape allows the loaf to slide out without getting stuck in a sharp corner, even though it isn't nonstick. The stainless steel surface is easy to clean, and the pan is even dishwasher safe. It worked just as well with a cheesy eggy vegetable casserole as it did for a cornbread loaf, with even browning all around. After the initial testing, we kept this pan to see how it holds up in the long run, and we're happy to report that despite a lot of baking and cleaning, it still looks almost new. We've seen consistent browning thanks to the heavy weight, and we've never had issues with sticking. We use either baking spray or butter and flour for sweet baked goods, and a sprinkle of cornmeal on the bottom is our favorite when making a loaf of bread. Hot spots and burns are rare, which makes it easy to clean either in the dishwasher or by hand. We've done both. At number 2, we have the Trudeau Structure Silicone Pro Loaf Pan. Silicone bakeware is a favorite in Europe and has been used for years, particularly for specialty pans and molds, as traditional metal counterparts require greasing and flouring. Made of food-grade silicone, this Trudeau loaf pan is perfect for those who want a lightweight, easy-to-clean pan that requires no extra steps to prepare the surface for use. This pan produced beautifully baked cakes with a slightly domed top and minimal cracking. It was cool to the touch within minutes after removing it from the oven, and after just 10 minutes, we were able to invert the pan and remove the cake successfully. Silicone is also resistant to thermal shock, making it possible for you to go from oven to freezer and back if you need to. And finally at number 1, we have the USA Pan Bakeware Pullman Loaf Pan with cover. If you've ever wondered how to make a perfect loaf of sandwich bread, baking your bread in a Pullman loaf pan is half the battle. A Pullman loaf pan is a long loaf pan with squared height and width dimensions, straight sides, and most importantly, a lid. With the lid on, the bread inside can only rise to the top of the pan, making for a more delicate crumb and tender, moist bread since less moisture is released in the baking process. We tested this with a basic white Pullman loaf recipe. The bread came out beautifully golden brown on all 4 sides and was a perfect square, thanks to the secure lid. If you want a domed loaf, you can bake without the lid instead. The pan is advertised as non-stick, and while the loaf slid out without any sticking, It did need a generous amount of baking spray. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.